Yo, man, I ain't gonna cap to you. I'm back on this bitch. Now listen, my Wi-Fi tweak again, my internet tweak again, bro. Then I'm gonna hop off this bitch, and I'm gonna hop back on this bitch later because I got another Wi-Fi, but it's connected inside my room, so I had to use the long ass Ethernet cord, and I don't feel like doing that shit, but I have to. If this shit keep tweaking, I'm just gonna go to that one last time. All right, I know everybody know who OT7 Quanti is. If you don't know who he is, you probably heard about him. But do you know about Skrilla? It's someone that he was cool with, and now they in tour with each other type shit. I don't really know why they got beef, but this person named American Confidential made a video about explaining that beef. So that's what we finna watch right now. Hopefully y'all fucks with the video. Shout out American Confidential, and we finna get into it.
Brody said the whole summer he just snatched his soul. Damn. That's my whole life goal. I'm a real savage, just like 21 for my birthday. My brought me a new gun. They said they like my car. I'm like, which one? My pockets, they own big pun.
For me, if I'm already rich, I was in the Grammys with my Grammy family waiting.
Damn, he did a song with Lil Uzi. What the fuck? I would have thought motherfucking Quanti was gonna have a song before motherfucking Skrilla, but they is all from Philly, so it's about who they fuck with more. And they both was cool with each other at one point.
On that hill, I paid for it. Yeah. My shooters, they campus, yeah, they laid on me. I prayed on it. Yeah, I pray on 4th Street. I'm at the mad shit.
Got dead bodies in the studio.
Gang shit.
In the studio, Uzi Vert, I prayed on it. Yeah, I did. LA boy, I just hold my hand. I shake myself. Do what you say. I'm from Kenzo, Walking Dead. I push the V, no license. A bit tight, so when I dump it, that shit ain't even got no kick. Come here. I'm with Young Skrilla. That's my doggy dog.
Doggy dog.
Me and Quanti was cool, but like Quanti already.
But you see that shit? I didn't know what the fuck these shits was, but someone in the comment told me that was a fucking whoop it or some shit. If y'all want to see me try that shit, I'll damn near try it if y'all want me to. If I can find them motherfuckers, you feel me? I don't even know where to get them motherfuckers at.
No, bro, but Quanti just a bitch, bro.
Really?
Yeah, Quanti a bitch. That's just what it is, bro. He cool and all though, bro, but he just do little that bitch do though. Like, you feel me?
So he a nigga with bitch-made tendencies. I know a couple niggas like that. I hate being around them, so I will not be around them type of niggas. I ain't gonna capture you.
Like, Quanti just, but he cool though, bro. I don't want to put no dirt in him, no, like, and all that shit though, because I'm around with the same. Matter of fact, Quanti just a bitch, bro.
Skrilla and Quanti have been said by many to be on the list for the next to blow up out of Philly. I first noticed Skrilla in 2018, but I thought he sounded a little too much like Future on the first listen, and I didn't go back to him for a while.
I'm dropping designer can keep
At the time,
oh damn, so Skrilla ass, he was rapping before motherfucking Quanti ass. Yo. I didn't even know that.
I was looking for Philly artists with unique and different sounds, and Skrilla wasn't that at the time. Skrilla himself had come to a similar assessment of the situation, so he went away for a couple of years, and when he came back with his mixtape Cutthroat, his music had a much different tone.
Once you throw your setup, you consider gang. I was eat up when I bought my tank. Serving cutties got the block high. I've been trapping out the crib. I'm in this bitch like Pop. Uncle Sam.
It was more dark and violent with haunting beat and menacing vibe. But Skrilla wasn't done with his transformation into the animal sacrificing Kensington zombie we know him as today. But the seeds were planted, and he saw a major response to his new.
Folks says got some evil looking ass videos. His ass been talking about he'd be sacrificing goats and squirrels and all that shit. He said he can't speak too much on that shit though. Like that shit wild as hell. He be having all types of shit going on. You see this shit look evil as hell. What the fuck?
Persona.
I I get geeked up. Percocet up in my tank, Xanax bars up in my drink. I get booted, what you think? Zombie walking my stank. I go hard up in that paint like waka fly. Cut the chicken head off, I had to cry. I hit the bot like I'm a roster. Red Hellcat like a lobster. Red Robin Hood, yum. Get on the beat and I can hum. Cause I'm hottest in this bitch. Devil then gave me the dash, but I think that he a bit.
Meanwhile, Kwani started bubbling around 2020, along with NR Boar and sometimes Lil Nah. Their group No Regrets started popping on their YouTube channel with songs like Virgil.
We sent him up like hydraulics. He was real tough, they ain't running like Sonic. We put the Glock to his head like a bind.
IDK.
On the stuff, 20 in my skinny jeans, it won't fit in it.
And Hit 'Em Up. Even though Kwani had been rapping for years before that, he's finally started to get the recognition he felt he deserved.
You want to hear pain?
Man, we want to hear some pain, nigga. We from Wilmington, Delaware. We don't give a fuck about no bar.
I'm on the block, I'm in the trash.
About how much money niggas got.
Smoking weed with what's her name? Forgot her name. She taking pics, I cut her off, she got a fade. She talking to her, she told her friend, she acting strange.
You just got you rapping.
In my city, I pull string.
He was like, nigga, you shut the fuck up. All right, you want to hear some shit? Got to spitting straight off the dome.
The youngest love me on my block, I give him game. The cops grab her, won't say a name. Extended clip is sticking out. This bitch too pressed, she getting out. She talk about here, she tripping out. I'm hot, they on my line, smoking public. Like, I paid the fine, watch your respect, you drop the dime. I ain't trying to talk, I'm trying to get laid. Go check the stats, they know my name. Took a pill, I'm time to blaze. Spent the diamonds, time to save. Watch your mouth, I get you sprayed. Strap my paper, shit, I'm brave. I was just sleeping in the cage. Niggas got stabbed over spades. I should be working on my tape. I'm with this bitch staying up late. I lost my mind, I ain't think. You want smoke, we can link. I don't know why niggas hate me. My name Glow in the field, Drew Brees. Or you like bullets, take these.
OT7 Kwani really started to pick up steam around the end of 2021. That's also around the same time he started releasing more solo videos, and his style and flow and subject matter started to change. Even though he always mentioned hustling and getting money in his songs, with the release of Write a Book, Kwani has stamped himself as someone to watch in the rap game in Philly.
I just put a 3+1 in the Fago. Lil Broski in the back strap like Django.
During those days, he decided to go a different route than trying to impress people with his lyrics. Instead, Kwani built himself a distinct image and separated himself from other, quote, drill rappers to distinguish himself from his peers. Both Skrilla and Kwani had distinctly different sounds in 2022 from when they started their musical journeys. Skrilla was using producer Mamba for some of his tracks, including Art of War. Kwani was using a producer by the name of Quasciano, who he'd been working with since 2020. Between these two producers is where the distinct, haunting, eerie beats that you hear so many rappers in Philly today come from.
If I'm ghost with the ghost, then I'm going fed. We got pills in the trunk, bullets on our. Let's do this. Yes, good.
Felt it. And I'm gonna tell you something before we went up
Man,
in
they
the
do
house.
got some. I ain't gonna cap. I low-key fuck with those type of beats that they got, but those some evil ass beats. Like all they beats that they having is like some evil ass shit, medieval ass, dark ass shit.
In October of 2022, the aforementioned mixtape Cutthroat was released, and on it was the song Art of War by Skrilla, which introduced us to Mamba as his producer from Italy.
Ghetto baby, hood raised me, I'm about this shit. If you gon' pull up with your dog, got hit about this bitch.
In 2022, Kwani released Dog Talk, produced by Quasciano.
I ain't gonna cap that dog talk. That dog talk. That's my shit, folks. That ain't gonna cap. If y'all don't know about that dog talk, y'all gotta check out that motherfucking dog talk. His ass was spitting in that shit. I'm in the field like I'm.
Bitch, I'm in the field, calling plays like the college. I saw my son birth ticket through all dollar signs.
Now, neither of these songs really sound similar to me, except for the fact that they both have heavy bass. In 2023, Kwani and Skrilla collabed on the song together, and everything seemed like it was going to be fine between the two. But things would change very quickly. So now, down to the question of why they started beefing in the first place, and why Skrilla said what he said on a No Jumper interview. What you first have to remember is that the drill rap scene involves sides, and it's team sports a lot of the time. With these groups, either you're with them or against them, and there's very little room for interpretation. And if you play the middle for too long, people are going to start to not trust you. Skrilla's first couple of releases on YouTube with the Kensington Zombie feel, Block Hot, he was rapping by himself without any apparent affiliation. But as time went on, you started to see Skrilla with any and everyone in the city, including rappers from different sides.
I ain't gonna cap that. That's why I was a little bit confused about right there, because motherfucking Skrilla just made a song with motherfucking YBC Duel, and I actually listened to his music and shit. But I was like, damn, I thought Skrilla is cool with Kwani people. He just not cool with Kwani because he said that shit in the interview. So why are you doing the song with they ops? But then I don't know. I don't really know what the fuck going on to even speak on this shit. I was just a little bit confused on the shit, but I don't know. You feel me?
Hood Tally, Kwani, Poundside Pop, YPC Duel, Hop Out Blick. He even had a song with Lil Uzi that was taken down for legal reasons. In April of 2023, Skrilla and Kwani plan to release a song together, as I mentioned earlier. I'm really not sure what happened or why they never released it officially. Sometimes Skrilla would play into what was, at the time, a meme. You would get comments like, Skrilla's going to single-handedly stop the violence in Philly, or Skrilla is our last hope to get Bucks and YBC Duel on the same song. He hammed it up to the point where he released a music video with Poundside Pop and Lil Bucks called Hood Hopper. Then he kept trying to play into the meme by recording a song with YBC Duel and then adding Lil Bucks to the track later without either of their permission.
With Bucks and Poundside?
Nutty as shit for that, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, how y'all feel about that? Like Skrilla, making music with like, other people.
Shit.
I ain't gonna cut. That shit is wacky as hell. I ain't gonna cut to you. That shit weird. And that's like what he doing is low key give me backdoor ass vibes. Like you gotta stay away from niggas like them. Just because you round these niggas, now you round these niggas, all these niggas in tour with each other type shit. It's like, bro, we don't know which side you on, nigga. We don't know who you fucking with more. We just know you fuck with both sides. And that's why niggas be getting backdoor, because they be letting niggas like that around and shit, bro. Like, you don't never know where they loyalty lies, you feel me?
No, he can make music with whatever he want, but that song he got where it was him, Duel, and Bucks, that was none of that shit. I don't condone that.
How do you do the song?
Oh yeah,
me and him did a song, bro. Me and him did a song first, bro. Me and him did a song first with each other. Then he took the rest of the song and put Bucks on the end.
I swear to God, I've never seen this.
That shit crazy, but I guess they got that shit handled out because the nigga Duel just did a song with Skrilla. So, shit, I wouldn't trust Skrilla. In my opinion, I wouldn't trust folks ass. Just like, even at the rap shit, bro, like at a certain shit, like once you get into the industry, I feel like certain niggas you just shouldn't fuck with if you fucking with certain niggas. Just like, I just feel like that's how it should be type shit. Like, say for instance, like, motherfucking, all right, Young Boy and Lil Durk, for example, because they're the biggest motherfuckers. Say I get big and I decide to motherfucking fuck with motherfucking Young Boy. I ain't gonna want to be kicking it with Lil Durk and them people just because that shit just like seem weird as hell. Like, bro, I'm with these niggas kicking it with them, but y'all in tour with these niggas and I'm kicking it with y'all. Like, that shit just seemed weird as hell to me. Like, on the business aspect, okay, I can understand, but then at the same time, that shit still like certain business you shouldn't want to do with certain niggas if you locked in with other niggas.
What? You combined it? It's on YouTube.
Bro, me and him made a song together, bro. It was just me and Skrilla on the song, bro. The next time I heard it, when I heard the song, when it was done, it was just me and Skrilla. Next time I heard it, it was me, Skrilla, and Bucks on it.
How you feel about that, though?
But I ain't gonna lie, though. Skrilla asked me, did I want to do that shit? I told him, no. He was trying to get me to shoot a video to that joint and all. I'm like, bro, no, bro. Like, what?
He trying kumbaya, bro. Bring it right together.
Nah, bro, that shit not cool, bro. Because already getting, like, niggas already letting him get a pass for doing that shit. So once you start taking shit too far, yeah, you can't. Like, you feel me, bro?
Y'all have conversations like that, though? Like,
come on, bro. Why BC do it, bro?
That made both Bucks and Duel get mad at.
He said, come on, man. I'm YBC Duel. I mean, his nickname is Mr. Disrespectful. So I guess for him, it's disrespectful.
Skrilla at the time. For the first few months of 2023, it was cool until the incident happened in April where a gun swap turned into a slime situation. Hop Out Blick, BD, and FA from the Tortures were all charged in this case. This event caused a huge ripple effect where basically it was mandatory that sides were chosen. Pentown members and PNB/Torture members started to go back and forth.
We don't roll no chills, you know. We don't roll no chills, you know. Fucking lazy drop out, we like a chase. I try to catch up with a chaser, rearrange a nigga face. They on that porch, we about to men out, but they won't escape. Switch his ass, got put the rest, I smoky Mary Day. We don't roll no chills, we call up blitz and hit your block. Walk up, hit that corner, now he shot. Catch a nigga flag and hit his chest and watch him drop. Gotta drop my thumb, with sparks and make it hot.
Don't walk the same, don't play with no chills, they the torture game. We'll pull up on they block, lately a mess.
Now that's my brother, go out chopping like Wayne did. I jump in front of every bullet like Kane did. Then fully chopper started banging like hang here. You keep shooting at his face to an ain't there. 60K extra jobbers, we got blood in. If you want me part of us, drop blood then.
Think he got left on the sidewalk, he ain't getting up. Got two new Vicks, we call him double L for line leaky. Nigga, we throw L's down for them and L's up for leafy. So I should've shot his gun, but he ain't get to squeeze it. And Leaky just was in the way, so they had left him leaking. We should've knew Chill was gonna tell, cause he was fucking screaming. But you would've thought that nigga died the way that he was bleeding. Them niggas said something about my twin, and they said they don't mean it. He said he wanted to die, grin his wish like I'm a
Both
fucking
these
genie.
niggas spitting.
And as usual, there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes and internal politics that I'm not aware of, and also things that I really can't talk about on the channel. But everything seemed to be cool for the moment.
How you can't talk about it on channel? If you can't talk about it, how you even get this information unless you locked in? You locked in, because I'm assuming all this information that these YouTubers be getting is from another internet source. Unless it's too gruesome. But that's what I be thinking. I would like, that's what I do. All this street information that I speak about these rappers, I get this shit from another article and shit. And I just speak about that shit.
With Skrilla and Kwani in particular, but anyone who knows Philly or any city for that matter knows you can't play both sides of a war. On November 17th, the Bound for Greatness podcast did an interview with Skrilla.
Find a beat and I just go on that bitch. I be looking for some different shit though, like that dark shit though. Like I started that shit though. Ain't nobody was on that type of shit. Them beats that I be doing, ain't nobody do that shit. I used to look at Tyler the Creator type beats for real.
He different.
Yeah, I used to look at like Tyler the Creator and Kanye West and shit like that. Then I ran by the nigga, my producer, the nigga Mambo. Mm-hmm. That's the nigga that be making all them beats that everybody using now. That's my producer. He from Rome. Once I heard that nigga shit though, like that shit was a rap though. I ain't never heard no shit like that before though. Mm-hmm. So after I heard that shit was up after that.
A few days later, Kwani took to Instagram. Skrilla, you ain't started nothing. Stop lying in them interviews. You used to go in the stew and look up OT7 Kwani type beats. I'm tired of you lying. Stop bluffing.
Damn. He said, nigga, stop the cap, nigga. You was looking up my type beats trying to say, motherfucker, you started this shit. But I don't know. Didn't Skrilla start rapping first? I could have sworn he showed Skrilla doing this dark shit first. And then, yeah, bro, Skrilla shit, I don't think Skrilla probably did start this shit first. Just off this video, because they showed Skrilla music before Kwani music. They said Kwani started later.
He continued, Skrilla, your producer stole my man Quasciano whole sound. When Skrilla saw this, he responded with a simple, OT7 Kwani, why you start hating so early in the morning? Kwani continued by saying, Skrilla won't drop because I made him look terrible on his own song. Skrilla responded, young boy, you don't rap nothing like this. Kwani, you study me. I know what go down in them vehicles. It's 9 in the morning, Kwani. What made you wake up and be mad about the way I popped it? A few weeks before this Instagram back and forth with Skrilla and Kwani, the people around him started to bark more at each other online and in real life.
Yo, y'all chills about to be extinct. Extinct, nigga. They ain't no chills, nigga. Y'all niggas no cheese, nigga.
Y'all condone rats. Y'all niggas condone rat, ass. Y'all rat. Them no chills, rats, nigga. Then it gotta and we on whatever y'all want.
Niggas ain't on what I'm on. Y'all know what I'm on. Y'all ain't on that. Like, you niggas straight. Who leaf choke? Leaf choke BD jazz. I was on the phone, he asked the nigga, he said, bro, did Leaf choke me out, bro? Nigga said, he told me, bro, you would get it, bro, you didn't know what happened. This is what you call for confirmation, though. The nigga you called to stamp it, he gonna tell you what happened, so he chokes you out, you got mad at him. That's Sam lying.
Skrilla been putting belt to air.
By the way, No Chill is associated with...
I don't think he said he was lying. So I guess he was telling the truth. I don't know. I don't know. He ain't say shit.
With Pentown and Zoo Gang. Skrilla was being seen more and more with Zoo Gang's ops, and it was making things tense.
You play, you lay. Throw boy fresh home itching, geeked up for a body. Cooked soft the hard like black belt, no karate. Oh my God. Jesus Christ, he saved him, mine's the devil probably. Bro beat that body and came home and called a body. Bitch out with Big Zoo, where the camper, CCKO to the 4. In a tank, with the bag chases, what the fuck you think? Brody out here buying souls, I'm out here snatching them. Interception where I receive, we out here catching them.
Kwani stayed pretty quiet on the situation. He posted, me and Skrilla not beefing. We wanted to show y'all how much the internet can impact the situation and how y'all run with things. That's my real homie. We trolling. We about to drop a video. Y'all not even smart enough to see the marketing. Hashtag stop the violence. We getting money.
But ain't he hanging with your ops, bro? He hanging with the ops gang? Or am I confused? Or these niggas not ops for real? No, I think they ops and shit because they be dissing and shit. He hanging with the ops, bro. I ain't gonna capture you. I don't really know about that shit right there. You feel me? Hello? Okay, man, thank you.
Nobody believed what Kwani said except for the most gullible. They unfollowed each other on Instagram, and that's not typical of someone you're about to, quote, drop a video with and get money together.
That's what I'm saying. I kind of figured it was cap, bro, because ain't nobody finna fuck with a nigga that's steady hanging with your ops, bro. That shit not valid at all, gang.
Then, on April 18th, 2024, No Jumper released a nearly 2-hour interview. In the interview, they talked about a number of topics, including drug addiction, living in Kensington, religion, Skrilla's unique style, and his future plans. One of the most talked about moments was, of course, the controversy.
I noticed that you were saying that you invented the dark music in Philly, and was that was the origin of you guys having issues with each other, right? Was that he was claiming it?
Yeah. Look, well, I don't even really like to talk about this shit though with me and Kwani though, cause like
I ain't gonna cap. Looking at the beef shit, it looked like folks says just hanging with too many different niggas. Like that shit just I can like folks says on some weird shit. I don't like all that hanging around with lots of nigga shit. Like, bro, stay with your peoples. That's that.
it's just a lot of little nut shit though, but like my entourage and his entourage, you know what I'm saying?
Street shit, yeah.
But at the beginning, me and Kwani was cool, but like Kwani alright though, bro, but Kwani just a bitch, bro.
Really?
Yeah, Kwani a bitch. That's just what it is, bro. He cool and all though, bro, but he just do little shit that do.
I ain't gonna cap to you, bro. we can't take his words fully, bro, because Kwani will probably say he a bitch. You feel me? These niggas that's in tour with each other, so you gotta understand everybody gonna call everybody a bitch, bro. That's what you gonna think if you're on tour with niggas. That's normal shit. He gotta have some proof, some factual shit that he a bitch.
Dude, though, like, you feel me? Like, Connie just like, but he cool though, bro. I don't want to put no dirt in his name, though, like, and all that shit, though, because I'm around with the same. Matter of fact, Connie's just a bro.
I keep thinking you're gonna try to clean it up here, but
yeah, I ain't want to pull his card though, but Connie, bro, Connie ain't never took no piss. Connie ain't never do that. Connie's a bitch, bro. That's this is that. I don't even want to talk about it no more though, bro.
Damn, he just said he didn't want to talk about it, but guess what? He kind of talked about it. He said he a bitch because he don't want to. He haven't never talked to the gun before. That shit sound very unbelievable, gang. I ain't gonna cap to you because everybody had a gun before. Everybody. Everybody didn't have a gun before. I just think because niggas like me, because I had a gun. Shit, I even got locked up for a gun before. So I'm like, I'm assuming out here, damn near everybody got a gun in Chicago. But at the same time, everybody don't get a gun too. You got to be in tune in the streets, bro. Because if you don't, they're gonna rob your goof ass, and you gonna be without your money and your gun. So you actually gotta know motherfuckers that ain't gonna look at you as a goofy and rob your ass.
He's just a that's just what it is.
Music,
and I ain't never even stamped it now, but it's stamped now though. That's what it is.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Yeah,
his music's dope though. I never really like met him or anything. I think he's mad at me.
Bro, he's just a do little shit that do, bro. Like he's just a.
Because we were supposed to do an interview, and then like instead of like organizing it with the lady that you were talking to, Laura, in terms of like figuring out a date and stuff,
yeah,
he would just call me randomly and be like, "I'm at your store. Let's do the interview." And I'd be like, "Bro, I got a whole schedule. Like I gotta."
Yeah. I ain't even about to waste my time on here talking about another man, bro, because I'm a gangster, bro. Like I really run around really like that, bro. I get fried and all that shit, bro. Niggas say all like little type shit though, bro. I get fried and all that shit, bro. But I stand on business, bro. Like I really run around. I really run out, ready to bang it out with. I really run it out. I'm ready to throw my life away, bro. I ain't got no rap, bro. Like,
a level 1,000 fucking crash out. Congratulations. You have been fucking promoted to level 1,000 crash out. I hope you ready to get your motherfucking long ass prison sentence.
Like really, like I run around like that, bro. But Kwani not really like one of them, no, bro. Kwani really like. I bet you he's matter of fact. Then he just signed his deal. Yeah.
He just said he ain't finna sit up here and talk about another man. But he continues to talk about Kwani. Oh, well, then he just signed a deal. This, that. You just said you wasn't going to talk about another man. So why are you talking about him, gang?
I doubt he gonna be in Philly, bro. I like he should move from out of Philly, bro. I thought he's gonna be out in Philly, bro. But I with certain people that be around him, bro. But Kwani know he not like that, bro. And the people that's around him know he's not like that, bro. He's a rapper. He's a rapper. Kwani's a rapper.
He said that you started rapping on OT7 Kwani type beats.
Bro, me and him enough and I like, bro, my videographer, I feel is though. He cool and all that though.
Like he high as hell. I ain't gonna cap to you. You can't really, when a nigga talking like that, you can't really believe what the fuck they saying. Just because you could tell he confused right now, folks. His ass high as hell, folks. He don't even know what the fuck he talking about for real. He know what he talking about, but he don't know what he talking about at the same time. Like he talking about some shit, but he high as hell saying some shit. So it's like niggas be overdoing it when they be high like that, talking like this.
But my videographer listens to all my unreleased music and he goes back and tells him, yo, bro, Skrilla did this type beat. Yo, you should try to do this. You should try to do this. He start trying to rap like me.
Oh, shit.
He's doing all the same type beats. He's starting to find all the producers. Yo, I ain't even one of them, though, bro. Next question, bro. I ain't even one of them, though, bro.
What did you mean when you said, I know what go on in them vehicles?
I know what's going on in the vehicles, bro. Let's not talk about that though, bro. Cause I ain't one of them, bro. I ain't even.
Getting a little too police right there.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about. I don't even want to talk about nothing like that.
If you know what's going on in the vehicles, let me know in the comments.
Kwani really a bitch. What the fuck?
We're
Still talking about it.
Oh my god, bro. Damn, I wish I could see him when it's just me and him one-on-one, bro. Like, I wish I could see it, bro.
Bro, folks just said he not finna talk about him. And he continuing talking about this fucking nigga. Literally. Folks is still talking about him. Like, what the fuck?
Do you think you could have a fade and then be cool again?
He's not gonna want to have no fade with me, bro.
What's up? He said that he wants me to set up a boxing match.
Bro, if you said one-on-one, and I don't even know how to fight, but I will beat his ass, bro.
He said, I don't even know how to fight, and I will beat his ass. That shit, that's some real ass shit to say, that you don't know how to fight.
Oh, I don't need. We doing extra shit for him though, bro. That's drawn though, cause he not even one of them, bro. I'm about to pass him real fast, bro. Like, bro, I would beat that little nigga ass, bro. He a whole turkey, bro.
Oh, dude. Lord, where did I start?
Damn, bro.
Okay.
I saw this shit, but I gotta let people watching this video.
Damn.
He's saying a whole fucking clip.
Yeah, next question, bro.
Okay.
See, YouTube is like this, folks. Be like, bro, you using a whole nother nigga video game. Just playing the whole shit, bro. Like, I ain't gonna capture you. I feel this shit. I actually make content like this. Like, I literally do content like this, but I actually talk it out. I just don't put a nigga clip up in that shit. I speak about what's going on, my opinion and shit and all that. Like this shit right here, and these niggas be having the audacity to try to copyright a nigga. Like, nigga, you using a whole nother nigga video, bro. You just letting this shit play out, bro. This shit be pissing me off, gang. Like, I don't, like, bro, I literally watched this whole video. Like, he literally playing the whole video, damn near. The whole little clip that No Jumper posted.
Shit, I feel like that's pretty much like all the questions I had, honestly.
That's it.
Pretty much.
All right, well, I got some questions for you.
Oh, Lord. Here we go. Here we go.
How do you feel like when you, how did you feel when you put them Speedos on, bro?
Anyone paying attention saw this coming a mile away. As much as we would love a kumbaya rapper who brought all the ops together to make music, it would be foolish for Skrilla to think he would be the person to make that happen. He flirted with the idea for a minute, but quickly realized that that was not the best course of action. In terms of the style and sound controversy, Kwani is not going to win many people over with that. He doesn't put out enough music to claim a sound, in my opinion. Since 2022, Kwani has released a bunch of singles. Meanwhile, Skrilla has released 4 full-length mixtapes. Now, some people are saying that Kwani is jealous that Skrilla caught up to him numbers-wise in a very short amount of time. The good news is there's more than enough of a market in Philly for both of these popular artists, especially if more of these rappers would work together instead of beefing. If Skrilla, Duel, and Bucks actually start releasing music, the underground scene in Philly would explode. But, as we all know, that will never happen. In the past few months, I've had the idea of releasing individual Skrilla and OT7 Kwani videos, sort of like the ride.
All right, gang, bro. His shit low-key pissed me off putting that whole shit at the end of the video, gang. Like, that shit low-key blew it. I just kept that shit going because y'all probably didn't see that reaction video. But I wanted to skip through that shit so bad, gang. And he didn't really say too much after, bro. Like, content creators like this, you ain't really getting no information for real. But I appreciate the video, gang. But come on now, bro. You gotta get that shit together, man. Okay. And don't try to copyright this shit because I'm criticizing your video. Because you just to let you know. But I'm finna let you know real fast. 1, fair use. I'm criticizing the video. 2, you using another nigga video inside your shit. 3, fair use. I'm transforming your content, making my face and shit, doing these edits and shit. Yeah, that's my work. Okay. But I still appreciate the video, man. But like, come on, bro. Don't be doing no shit like this, bro. And a whole 4-minute clip of another nigga video up in your shit, just letting that shit talk. You can't be doing shit like that, gang. You can't. That's the type of shit that make a nigga angry. What are you talking about? I know that shit piss y'all off too. I know that shit piss y'all off. Oh yeah, I know what we're finna react to. Man, that's showing shit I already fucking react to, gang. Oh. I didn't mean to do that. Oh my God, nigga. Eddie. Let's see what my boy Swamp Stories got going on in this bitch. So shit you got going on in this bitch. And then they start dropping more. Got this good ass content. And not dropping this amazing content. Swamp Story is literally one of my favorite motherfucking shits. I ain't gonna count to you. The Mickey Cobras. Alright, do y'all know about the Mickey Cobras? The Mickey Cobras is a gang in Chicago. Lots of motherfuckers don't really know about it. But if you're from Chicago, you know about them, you feel me? And we finna watch Swamp Stories video about the Mickey Cobras. Shout out Swamp Stories. I fuck with them. Subscribe to them, man. They make amazing content for sure.
Welcome back to another episode of Swamp Stories. For this episode, we head to Chicago to cover a forgotten topic. But before we get into it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new. You can also follow the Instagram page as well. So let's get into it. In order for this video to make sense, let's head all the way back to the start. Since the very beginning, Chicago has been a tough blue-collar city. It grew from the railroad and industrial fields and eventually became America's fastest-growing city by 1900. Then
For 1900, damn, I wasn't even a thought of existence. My dad wasn't a thought of existence. That shit crazy. I was gonna say, yeah, Chicago, but Chicago been was busting, always been busting. That's my city for sure.
And in 1916, the Great Migration began in the Midwest. And for those of you who don't know, this is when millions of
you don't even know, y'all don't even know. My great uncle is right back there, gang. Y'all can't really see his face, but he back there for sure. Okay, y'all don't even know.
Southerners moved up north. Many families had enough of living in the troubled South and moved up to various cities up north. The biggest being Detroit, Gary, Milwaukee, and most importantly, Chicago. At the time, it was the most.
I ain't gonna capture you. That is a big reason, bro, why so many motherfuckers from Chicago got family in Florida, Mississippi. Like, if you from Chicago, you most definitely got some family members that live down south. And now hearing this shit, I honestly understand why, you feel me? That migration shit.
prosperous city up north with all kinds of industrial jobs and business ventures. So the Southerners settled first in the only neighborhood that they were allowed to go, and that happened to be the south side of Chicago. At the time, it was an old Irish neighborhood that was falling apart, but with this new influx of ambitious residents, the south side was back to life. It was very middle class, and I won't act like it was anything more, but overall, life was pretty decent and certainly self-sufficient, and the only sort of crime that existed was the mob, and they pretty much controlled the city's leadership. But that,
yeah, I ain't gonna cap to you. I think they was called the Chicago Outfit or some shit. Al Capone was a part of that shit, and they did run everything. They was like in connections with the police. The police was helping them commit crimes, all types of shit. Like they really was locked in for sure. Like they really ran shit.
it has nothing to do with the South Side nor this video. And that takes us to 1945, which was a pivotal year in Chicago history. This is when Chicago's housing authority built brand new projects all over the city. From the Cabrini Greens to the Wentworth Gardens, new public housing took over the south side of Chicago. And despite the good intentions, this ended up being the worst decision for the city's future. The projects ended up being the centers for all kinds of problems. Why it happened like that, economists and historians will argue all day, but the bottom line is that after 1945, the south and west side started to take a downward turn. And at this point, everyone knows about the mainstream rivalries in Chicago. But for whatever reason, one of the most important groups to ever form has never been covered. So
yeah, it's just because I ain't really know Mickey Cobra rapper. It is Mickey Cobra rappers, but it just they not like it's mainstream. I damn near should make a video on Cobra rappers. Get back into some little old shit. You feel me? But they actually used to be hitting me with gang activity on TikTok. But I might start that shit since niggas did fuck with that shit. Now that I'm starting back, I did get most of my followers off of Chicago content. But on gang, bro, it is Cobra rappers for sure. Mickey Cobras, you feel me?
let's get it started. The story begins with a man named James Caldwell. James grew up on the west side of Chicago and always wanted to band together with others in his community. He found that his community was vulnerable and they needed some sort of unity to show that they're fierce. So in 1954, he organized a group called the Egyptian Cobras. The name was chosen because the Egyptian cobra is the most dangerous snake in the world. Well, here is where people disagree. Some say that Caldwell started the Cobras on the west side, but many others say that it started at Fuller Park, specifically on the corner of 43rd and Princeton. Either way, the Cobras began spreading all over the city, and eventually by 1959, half of the notorious Cabrini Greens projects joined the Cobras. In fact, by this time there were...
And that's why a little fun fact, Polo G and shit. I don't know if he a Cobra or he a Lord. He either a Cobra or a Lord. Cause I know his ass where he from, bro. I know the old heads for sure by his block. And shit, motherfucker up north is some Cobra. It's some Mickey Cobras. I don't know what he is. He might be VL, a Lord, or a Cobra. I don't know which one for sure.
500 members spread throughout the different projects in the city. The Cobras had a bully mentality where they didn't let anyone get in their way. And of course, this didn't sit well with a lot of people in Chicago, specifically the Black Disciples, also known as the BDs. The BDs leader, David Barksdale, had a huge problem with the Cobras, and everything took a left turn in 1960. At the time, most of the problems were at the hands of a 16-year-old named Henry Ponder, also known as Johnny Ringo. Despite his age, he was appointed to lead the Cobras against the BDs. This is because he was truly fearless and definitely feared in Chicago.
Yeah, that shit crazy. They had a young nigga leading a bunch of grown niggas. So they're telling me no nigga was wiser and fiercer than this 16-year-old. Come on now. Y'all got to do better.
So for the next 2 years, the BDs and Cobras were in a major rivalry, June 12th, 1962. This is the date where Chicago police figured everything out. So here's the context. Just a month prior, 2 Cobras had gone down for a wild spree of events. And basically, Chicago police gave them a deal. All the charges would be dropped if they told them who the leader of the Cobras was and what he had done. So the two members gave up Johnny Ringo on June 12th, and the rest was history. He ended up getting life, but this was not the end for the Cobras. At this time, they were extremely unorganized and wild in their ways. Money wasn't in the picture. They literally only cared about the BDs. However,
see, that's because they had the young niggas. They had the young niggas, motherfucker, running shit. If they would have had an older nigga, they would have been more about the money and shit.
This reputation would begin to change after Johnny Ringo went down. After him, a new leader stepped up to the plate and had a completely different vision. That would be a young man named Henry Cogwell, also known as Mickey, and he happened to be the cousin of the supposed founder James Cogwell, but this had nothing to do with his leadership. In fact, by this time, James Cogwell was out of the life, and his West Side area was no longer Cobras. Well, what made Mickey different is that he was a smooth operator. He was all about getting money and using his charisma to get his way. Mickey was inspired by the Italians and the way they handled business, so that's who he emulated. He also wanted the Cobras to have a specific place that they control, and there was no better place to choose than the brand new Robert Taylor Homes. This was Chicago's last project to be completed in 1962, and that meant that it was up for grabs. So as soon as it opened up for leasing, Mickey and hundreds of Cobras moved in. This is where the Cobras established their home base, but unfortunately this did make them easy to find. September 7th, 1968. 8 p.m. Mickey Cogwell's younger brother Jerome is leaving the Robert Taylor Homes, and as he walks down State Street, a man is right there. This incident infuriated Mickey and changed his life forever. However, this wouldn't be the only major news of the weekend. Just the next day, a man named Leroy Hairston passed away, and rumors say that it was done by the same BD who was responsible for Jerome Cogwell.
You see, and that's why they tweaking. Everybody know they low, so it's like, motherfuckers, you going out probably thinking about getting you some food. You finna go pick up a little female. And then this a nigga thinking about blowing you down as soon as you walk out the door. That's why you shouldn't let motherfuckers know where you at, because you never know where someone else's mind is at. You thinking about this thing, they thinking about as soon as I see this nigga come out the door, I'm finna light his ass up. That's why you don't want motherfuckers to know you stay.
However, Leroy Hairston wasn't a Cobra. Instead, he was the younger brother of Jeff Ford, who led the Black P Stones. So because of this shared experience, Mickey Cogwell and Jeff Ford decided to meet up. They had both just lost their younger brother to the same people. And in order to show his support, Jeff Ford did something incredible. Jeff Ford organized a march down State Street to rename it after Jerome Cogwell. It didn't end up happening, but the gesture meant the world to Mickey Cogwell. So after this, Mickey and Jeff Ford became the best of friends. So much so that the Cobras and Black P Stones united as one, known as the Cobra Stones. Together, they took on the persona.
I ain't gonna count. I ain't know shit about no Cobra Stones, but that's because I was born in motherfucking 2002. So, yeah, of course I ain't gonna know about this shit for real.
Of community activists and even got involved in Chicago's politics. So soon after, Jeff Ford received government funds to start programs for the youth in the south side of Chicago. All of this continued for quite some time until they hit a bump in the road. After a 1972 investigation, it was found that Jeff Fort was using the government money to fund his own lifestyle. So because of this, he received a 4-year sentence in 1972, and he appointed Mickey Cogwell to lead the Cobra Stones. Over the next 4 years, Mickey led the Cobra Stones to prosperous times, to say the least. Well, during this time, Jeff Fort changed his name to Abdul Malik Kabad, began.
Damn, so that's why Stones be Muslim and shit. I guess he the founder and shit, right? His ass the leader. So his ass get locked up, become Muslim. Not all they ass, because Stones and shit, lots of their ass be Muslim. They don't be eating pork, none of that shit.
And practicing a new faith. When Jeff Fort was released, he wanted to change the Cobra Stones to El Ruckin and wanted all the members to follow his new lifestyle and beliefs. However, this didn't go over well with Mickey. He wasn't necessarily opposed to anything that Jeff believed. He just didn't want to force it on himself or anyone else in the Cobra Stones. Here is where everything fell apart. Mickey got comfortable in his leadership position, and Jeff Fort wanted to make it clear that that was only temporary. Just because you led the Cobra Stones while I was gone does not make you my equal. February 25th, 1977, 3:45 a.m. Mickey Cogwell gets dropped off at his Chicago home, but right there is a man in black.
South Gang
This was a huge deal. Remember that Mickey was loved by everyone, probably the most charismatic person in the South.
So that's why they is called Mickey Cobras. That shit is crazy. His ass really ran shit. They named the whole shit after him.
Outside of Chicago. Not to mention that he was also keeping a lot of people's pockets full as well. So after this incident, everyone pointed their fingers at Jeff Fort, and this is how it played out. The Cobras and Black P Stones split back into their original forms, but now they became known as the Mickey Cobras to commemorate the leader that they loved dearly. They adopted the color green and used a snake as their logo. In Chicago, they became known as simply MCs. So if you saw someone in green with MC or a snake on their jacket, you best believe that they were a Mickey Cobra. Well, the Cobra Stones breakup made the late 70s and 1980s.
Niggas don't be doing shit like that no more. Motherfuckers don't be wearing like, oh, certain colors because they this gang, this, that. Niggas in Chicago don't bang by colors and all that shit no more. You ain't gonna know what the fucking motherfucker is by what they wearing.
80s extremely complicated. That's because both the Black P Stones and Mickey Cobras were still rivals with the BDs, but now they also had to watch out for each other. And this dynamic made the south side of Chicago completely out of control, especially in the biggest projects, the Robert Taylor Homes, Dearborn Homes, and Cabrini Greens. The Mickey Cobras had these projects on lock, and the BDs and L. Ruckins were not having it. In fact, in 1985, Jeff Fort wanted to take a couple of Cobra areas, the first being 54th and Bishop in the back of the Yards neighborhood. And to do this, he claimed the life of their local leader named Herman Jackson, also known as Moose. Well, the back and forth continued until L. Ruckin took a major...
The moles out here tweaking. They ass out here tweaking and shit. They ass sliding. They was really doing that shit back in the day.
Whoa. November 6, 1990, 24 L. Ruckin members went down for a giant RICO case, and they found them responsible for all of this.
We love you, Mask.
Damn. Oh yeah, they ass staying in jail for a minute. They ass cooked. Yeah, they ass cooked for sure. Good.
So this essentially took down L. Ruckin, and Jeff Fort was already doing life for another case. So that was the downfall of L. Ruckin, but the Mickey Cobras had their issues as well. Except for them, it was for a different reason. In 1994, the city of Chicago announced the demolition of the Cabrini Greens and Robert Taylor Homes. Now mind you, this isn't some little demolition. The Robert Taylor Homes had 27,000 residents, and the Cabrini Greens had 15,000 residents. Well, during the next few years, the residents cleared out and the Cobras were less prevalent than they used to be. However, this wouldn't be the end of their legacy. The residents of the projects were given housing vouchers to live in different areas for the same rent. The majority stayed on the south side or moved to the west, but nearly half left Chicago entirely. A lot of people went to Harvey, Chicago.
That shit is crazy. They went to Harvey. Harvey is dirty as hell now, bogus as hell. You don't want to be from Harvey at all. Chicago Heights, run down, bogus as hell too down there. Let's see what else.
Chicago Heights, Gary, Indiana, and
Gary fucked up. Oakland is the only spot on that he just said that actually is not like a bad looking area. They actually got that shit pretty kept up and shit. But all the other areas, yeah, that's a fucked up areas for sure.
Oak Lawn. And during this time, they aligned themselves with the People Nation. This meant that their differences with the Black P Stones were set aside, especially after L. Ruckin was terminated. So the 2000s were transformative aside, especially People Nation. This meant that their differences with the Black P Stones were set aside, especially after L. Ruckin was terminated. So the 2000s were transformative for the Cobras. They became all about the money and they were spread out rather than concentrated in the projects. And unlike the old days, you won't see them wearing collars or snakes. Instead, they have smaller cliques that fall under the Mickey Cobra umbrella. So let me break down the new generation. The Mickey Cobra's biggest section is located on 61st and Cottage Grove on the south side. They They go by the name 800 Young Money, also known as 800 YM or Mickey City. And these guys are known as some of the wildest in Chicago, and that's saying a lot.
I told y'all it's cold with motherfucking rappers. It's just motherfucking y'all don't know about them niggas. But they out there for sure.
Trust me. Well, Mickey City turned into 800 Young Money around 2009, and this is the time where they formed their first two rivals. First, you have Dro City, which is an area between 62nd and 65th, right up the street from 800. Dro City happens to be BD's, so back in the day, this same rivalry existed under different names. Then 800's next rival is Jaro City, located on 62nd and Vernon, just up the street as well. These guys are a set of GDs that are dedicated to a former member named Jarvis, also known as Jaro. So essentially, 800 is rivals with BDs and GDs at the same time, making them one of the most hated in Chicago. However,
I ain't gonna cap to you. It's hella motherfucking. Everybody be into it with everybody now. You gotta understand though. GD's into it with GD's and BD's into it with BD's too. Y'all think like, oh, they into it. They thing is, bro, you gotta understand now, bro. I can guarantee you they cool with some GD's. Everybody knows some GD's, everybody knows some BD's. It's about where they from. You feel me? That's the main thing to it. Because GD's into it with GD's and BD's into it with BD's, Stones be into it with Stones, and we can go on and on how everybody into it with everybody, you feel me? But, you feel me? That I just had to get that shit clear. You feel me? That just because it ain't no big happy family over here, oh, you GD? Oh, we cool. Oh, you BD? Oh, yeah, we cool. Nah, that's not how that shit go.
they did have one ally, and seriously, it's only one. These guys are also Mickey Cobras, and they're located on 51st and St. Lawrence. So together, both Young Money Mickey Cobras rolled together against everyone in Chicago. And unfortunately, things would get Cobras rolled together against everyone in Chicago. And unfortunately,
I thought that was over on Drexel.
things would get serious in 2011. At this time, 800 was led by a top member named Roselle Phillips, also known as 800 Diddy. February 25th, 2011, 9:30 p.m. 800 Diddy is in his car on 67th and Cottage Grove, and that's when a car pulls up beside him. Bam! This was the very first loss for 800, but unfortunately another would come 2 months later, March 25th, 2012. An old Mickey Cobra named Charles Davis Jr. is hanging out with 3 800 members in a Woodlawn apartment. Allegedly, an argument starts over a jacket and Charles takes it to another level. Terry was known as 800 Old Head, and here is the saddest part. It was revealed that Charles had been recently released for the 1989 passing of Harvey Austin, and when he got out, Terry was helping him get on his feet. Terry's mom even said that she fed Charles on many nights. But sadly, this is Chicago where anything can happen no matter the time or for what reason.
You see, this is why you can't fuck with motherfuckers, bro. Motherfuckers, you can't trust nobody, bro. You just gotta study yourself, bro. You can't trust motherfuckers now. You see what the fuck be happening. This shit was in 2013.
And that takes us to September 9th, 2013, 6 a.m. 800 finds a BD named Alan Ross, also known as Lil Fish, outside of his apartment. This was their first time doing something of this nature, but unfortunately it wouldn't be their last. September 6, 2015. For whatever reason, Jaro City decides to host a party right in the middle of 800's neighborhood. I guess they want to show how little they fear 800. 800 pulls up to the party. Bang. This moment would end up changing everything for the Mickey Cobras. 051 happened to be at the party, and they were furious about what 800 had done. So they decided to turn against 800, leaving them alone against the whole south side of Chicago. So today, the Mickey Cobras are against each other, and it's not pretty. Everything got elevated when 051 joined together with 800 rivals called TYMB. The music surrounding this situation does pretty big numbers, so let's end on some positivity. 800YM is represented by 800 Lil Fats, 800 Lil Twin, and Boss Smooth. And the music scene came to a peak on November 29th, 2018, when Boss Smooth released a 051 diss track. But unfortunately, this would catch up to him. October 11th, 2020. Boss Smooth pulls over to get gas on 8600 State Street, and unfortunately, the wrong person spots him. This was a major loss for 800, and because of how many rivals they have, no one seems to know who is responsible. But despite all the chaos, the south side of Chicago is really starting to change.
Starting to change? Well, this is an old video, but boy, they ass is tweaking, getting it wild, busting for shit show. Y'all, well, I'm from over east, so you know. They get wild over there, but I know for a fact they getting wild out south too. You feel me? And out west. I don't know. Up north is like the nicest part of all the parts. You feel me? And they still be tweaking up north. Yeah, where my lighter at? All right. We finna roll up. I'm doing that shit. Need to roll up. All right, we're gonna keep it going to your phone. Everybody know about Boosie Badass. If you don't know about Boosie, your ass is under a rock. I know everybody know about motherfucking Boosie. So, that's what we finna react to, motherfucking. The rapper with the most bodies. Boosie. The boogeyman badass. This nigga just overgassed this title to the fullest extent. But shout out Inside Hotspot, man, and we finna get into it.
An East Baton Rouge Parish grand jury has indicted Torrance Hatch, otherwise known as Lil Boosie, on first-degree charges.
Say my name, fucking rapper, nigga. I'm gonna burn your ass. You gonna be so tired of being shit.
Whoa. Burning motherfuckers. That sound like a little bit. You gonna give a motherfucker an STD, bro. You better change your lingo up.
Again, I'm gonna burn one of you.
District Attorney Hiller Moore says it's quite possible Lil Boosie is connected to a string of. Police recently arrested 9 men of 6 others. Police say Boosie is part of this web.
Prosecutors are keeping a close eye on a key witness in a high-profile case in Baton Rouge. They say he's faced intimidation from people possibly tied to rapper Lil Boosie.
Louding confessed to detectives rapper Lil Boosie paid him to Boyd in October of 2009.
Boosie.
always have a head job, and you find these little youngsters that you can robot and give a couple of dollars to, and then, oh, I got the job.
He says Boosie.
Oh, he be crashing them out. He create the crash outs.
Even alluded to this in his song. Make a look in my body, all the way up in the backseat.
Hey, yo, squad, what's the drill? Back with another video, man. Lil Boosie, a.k.a. Boosie Badass, has become a living hood legend in the streets of Louisiana and in hip-hop. Among the many rappers portraying a life that they didn't live for financial gain, Boosie really lived in the trenches, and his name is like the boogeyman with upwards of alleged 6 bodies to his name. In this video, we're going to take a look into those people and who they are and how it went down. So without further ado, let's skip the play and get down to business. Boosie been a certified stepper since his days as a young and ready to war with anybody when it came to...
Folks ass look short as hell. This motherfucker look like a fucking midget. No, it's another short nigga right there. But he looked taller just because he far back. But Boosie looks short as hell. I ain't gonna lie to you, look like a little midget. On gang.
Respect in the streets and his bread. So it's no surprise that the law got on his head top and he was nearly sentenced to capital punishment. According to law officials, Boosie was accused of being involved in 6 homicides and was indicted along with his alleged accomplices.
District Attorney Hiller Moore says it's quite possible Lil Boosie is connected to a string of murders. Police recently arrested 9 men for the deaths of 6 others. Police say Boosie is part of this web.
The first name that stood out was a man by the name of Terry Boyd.
Boosie is back in handcuffs, charged with first-degree murder. The Baton Rouge Homicide Task Force says the rapper was involved in it at this house. Terry Boyd was...
Boosie was allegedly tactical in how he carried out his hits, not crashing out and pulling the trigger himself, but dropping the bag for one of his hitters to do the work.
That's why I'm saying Boosie is the motherfucker that create the crash outs. Yo. His ass create the crash outs. So it's like, man, you know, he gonna send that bread. You know how that shit be. Go ahead and get the job done for me. And that shit, I would never be one of those niggas that would do no shit like that just because if I'm gonna take someone's life, it's gotta be because I really want to get them out the way because you might go to jail and spend your whole life up in there. So I'm not gonna lose my life for a little bit of money. Plain and simple. If I'm smoking someone, it's because I want to, because I'm risking my life on game.
And the most lethal of them all was Mike Louding, aka Hitman Marlo Mike. According to claims by cops, they raided Boosie's residence and found a hard drive on it. They found a picture of Marlo Mike with a tattoo of an AK-47 with the words, "Yo Boosie, who's next?" If that's true, then Boyd didn't stand a chance against these savages. Reports state that on October 21st, 2000.
Damn, that's ascension in that shit, bro. And it's like, bro, shit, I don't know. But why the fuck motherfucking his ass do that shit? Like you took the bread for it, gang. You did this shit, bro. It's over with for you, bro. Don't try to break him down because you crashed out for some bread.
And at 9, around midnight, a 9mm handgun fired 6 bullets through the front window of Boyd's house on Vermilion Drive. Police officers pulled up at the East Baton Rouge spot to find Boyd lifeless with blood oozing all over his brown leather couch. An autopsy revealed at the time of his passing, Boyd's bloodstream was spiked with dope. Mike would later turn on Boosie when the bodies on his name were piling up too high. According to Mike, he popped Boyd while he was chilling home watching TV on the couch.
Louding did describe on the tape.
That's some fucked up ass shit. Shoot at someone while they up. Where my gun at? Oh, here go my baby. That made me think because I'm sitting on the couch.
In detail how he ran up to the house Terry Boyd was laying in, put a gun to the window, and through. He also admitted he wasn't even sure.
He then nearly got Boosie hemmed up when he told cops Boosie dropped $2,800 on him to get that job done.
Detective Elvin Howard, how many times did you shoot Marlo Mike?
Bro, only 2,800? Come on, gang. That shit not worth it at all. 2,800. And now your ass snitching and shit because your ass took that bullshit. I'm not finna catch nobody for $2,800. that shit about the most brokest, goofy shit ever. And even though that shit back in the day, so $2,800 is a lot, but that shit's still not a lot back in the day. Not enough for you to motherfucking crash out and throw away your life.
About 3 or 4. Howard, who gave you money? Marlon Mike, Boosie. Howard, how much? Marlon Mike, $2,800. Boosie said, if you get them, I got money for you.
Boosie, I ain't gonna cap to you. Boosie ass low key bogus as hell though. Just because, bro. Why you fucking up the community like this, bro? Like Boosie, bro. You throwing these little niggas' lives away, like these little young niggas, bro. Like, if you doing the older motherfucker, okay, they ass grown enough to like understand I shouldn't be doing this shit for no money. But a little young nigga, bro, Boosie, that shit pretty that come on, we can't sit here and act like that shit ain't bogus. Yeah, we can't act and say like his ass being like that's what Batman be doing. Batman be motherfucking getting little kids off the streets and shit and just make them fight crime and shit. I ain't gonna catch you. Batman might be worse because he don't be paying no motherfuckers, but he do let them live in the Batcave and shit.
Y'all catch that N-word, kill him. Stamp that N-word.
Cops allege that Boosie rapped about it on the song 187. To make things worse, one of Boosie baby moms, who was Boyd's sis, tried to expose Boosie as the one who had murked Floyd and shared a phone message to back up her claims.
But here go one of the phone calls he had told my baby.
Get it out. Get it out.
Man. I didn't tell nobody to dish you. What did you talking about? What did you tell Tori? She's quiet.
Luckily, Boosie in the end didn't get charged for that body. The next alleged body on the list was a dude by the name of Marcus Gangsta Thomas, who lost his life on April 25th, 2009. According to court documents, Baton Rouge Police Department Detective Brian Watson testified that he investigated the homicide where Thomas was murked while he was in a truck on West McKinley Street near Nicholson Drive in Baton Rouge. Detective Watson's investigation revealed that at least 3 firearms were used to hit up Thomas's truck as he drove down West McKinley. Reports also state that an unarmed individual who was inside Thomas's vehicle was unable or unwilling to provide Detective Watson with further information. Court documents reveal that a defendant in the case, who was Marlo Mike, admitted his involvement in Marcus Thomas's shooting. He told Detective Howard that he was in a vehicle with 2 steppers, Michael Judson and Jared Williams, when they saw Thomas in a vehicle. They pulled up next to Thomas's vehicle and opened fire. Not only that, but the documents state that Marlo described to Detective Howard that Mitch, aka Lil Boosie, had hired Judson to murk Thomas because Thomas had already previously snatched the chain from his neck while he was in front of his daughter. The bodies just kept piling up when a rapper by the name of
Boosie was like, fuck it, man. You already got the little nigga chain. Give me his life. Give me his life now, gang. Go one step farther. He wanted it all.
Chris Nussie Jackson got into beef with the Louisiana Boosie Badass. Apparently the beef started when Boosie felt like Nussie was playing on his top by calling himself Nussie Badass.
All the rumors you heard is true.
All the rumors are okay. So how about we let's get to Nussie Badass. Nussie Badass and Boosie Badass. What's the deal with that?
Well, to be honest with you, Nussie Badass really was just like a joke. I jumped in the car with one of my partners, and they was making fun of me because I had wanted to start rapping. He like, what's up, Nussie Badass? And when he said it, everybody fell out laughing. And I said, you know what? I'm doing it. So that's how Nussie Badass came about. My partner Pete, we cracking a joke.
Nussie then upped the ante by dropping a diss track to Boosie. Boosie would reply with a track called Limelight, where he hinted that Nussie went a step further and took a shot at his life with the bar.
I ain't gonna cap. That's pretty crazy, bro. You got your name based off of folks' ass, and then you just go dissing him. Like that shit, like, I ain't gonna cap to you. You should have came up with your own shit, gang. But I don't know. He thought that shit was cool as hell, I guess.
Ninja tried to murk me. After that, a ninja stole my name. If that's true, it was a huge mistake made by Nussie testing Boosie Gangsta like that, because the next news that hit the online streets was that Nussie was murked. On February 9th, 2010, reports state that one man was injured and a local rapper was deceased after a shooting at night. Baton Rouge police officers say that after taking the first person to the hospital, they found Chris Nissy Jackson lifeless in a home on America Street. Fingers automatically pointed to Boosie, and it only made things worse hearing lyrics on his song 187 where Boosie says, "My ninja about business, they gonna solve the problem. 5 gone in 6 months, these ninjas scared now. Any ninja who ever tried to play with me, they dead now." It didn't take long for the feds to try to connect that body to Boosie name when
You see, Boosie ass, he talking that shit. And then it's like, you know they gonna get on your ass, gang, just because it's like, bro, they already, like, I don't understand rappers, bro. Like, once they already getting on your ass because you've been doing this shit, bro, I feel your ass need to cool out and start, like, you know, stop rapping about the life that you're living. Even though motherfuckers be like, man, I'm showing I'm authentically dumb. That's what you are. If you think you should be rapping about shit that you actually doing in real life, that shit slow as hell.
When they charged Marlo Mike with the hit and claimed Boosie was initially named the primary suspect after the FBI received information that he had issued 30,000 on Nissy head. As time went on, it seemed the body count had no intention of slowing down. That was what it felt like when 19-year-old Michael Smith was popped. According to reports on December 18, 2009, Michael Smith was found murdered with gunshot wounds behind a home in the 1700 block of Wisteria Street. The Baton Rouge Police Department stated that dispatchers received multiple calls from people regarding several individuals with poles running and shooting in the South 15th and South 16th Street area around 4:20 p.m. So it seemed like the dudes really pulled up with intent to wreak.
I ain't gonna cap to you. Boosie is a wild ass man. He got some shit going on for sure. But he cooled out on that shit. I see why he be talking gangster, because he gets so many people knocked off on the map back in the day. But you see, the new generation don't give a fuck about what you did back in the day. Them young niggas don't give a fuck about no old heads or anything you got going on. They would say, fuck you, and we are ready to go to war.
Havoc. Smith's homicide was a mystery, but it didn't stay that way for too long. Turns out, it traced back to Boosie through his alleged hitman Marlo Mike yet again. This time he was facing second-degree hit for the body, but he dodged that bullet when the charge was later dismissed. Boosie just couldn't get away from being brought up every time somebody was dropped, and that would be the same thing for the next person in the Reign of Terror. It was the double hit of Charles Noki Matthews and Daryl Bleak Milton on April 1st, 2010. At this point, it came as no surprise that Marlo Mike's name was in the thick of things as the hitter who was on the mission. Court documents state that Baton Rouge Police Department Detective Elvin Howard testified regarding the April 1st, 2010 double homicide of Charles Matthews and Daryl Milton that took place on Montesano Avenue. From witnesses, Detective Howard learned that 3 males walked up to the car in which Matthews and Milton were sitting, pointed their firearms, shot into the vehicle, and fled the scene. Both Noki and Bleak were slumped at the scene. Marlo Mike would confess to investigators that he drove 3 men to the area of the shooting and picked them up after the hit. That wasn't all that he admitted to, though. Marlo then spilled the beans on who paid for one of the hits, telling them that Reginald Youngblood paid him money to murk Matthews, aka Noki, and that the shooting was the 3rd attempt on Matthews' life. The thing with this is, though, that Boosie and Bleak were tight as hell. He's always been shouting out Bleak in songs and posts and even dedicated an entire project called Bleak Mode. There were rumors that him and Boosie had a falling out because Bleak was rocking with the ops of his. That started to look like more than a theory when one of Boosie baby moms went on live saying that Boosie set Bleak up to get murked. That covers the 6-body indictment feds had tied into Boosie, but the streets been talking about other hits that happened around Boosie that his name gets tossed into. One of those is one of the past alleged hitters, Michael Ghost Judson, who was labeled as one of the people Boosie sent on the Terry Boyd hit with Marlo.
You see, I'll be scared. You see, the one thing is, I'll be motherfucking scared to motherfucking pay for hits just because you know them niggas might snitch on your ass, bro. Like, them niggas just want that bread, and as soon as they get caught in that jam, they ass end up telling on your ass just because they just wanted the money. They ain't really about killing this shit. They don't really got the street morals, you know, of not, you know, snitching. They just be wanting the bread.
An alleged snitch who was reported to be the driver that carried them that night by the name of Adrian Pittman. Just about 30 minutes into the start of the new year on January 1st, 2010, reports state that investigators with the Baton Rouge Police Department were collecting evidence in the city's first hit of the year. It was none other than Michael Judson, who was murked around 12:30 a.m. in the 3300 block of Charles Street near Acadian. According to police, Judson was shot several times and was taken to a hospital where he succumbed to his wounds. Initially, police made no claims of knowing any of the suspects, but reported that there may have been an argument prior to the shooting. With pictures of Boosie and Ghost swirling around with rumors he used to be a hitter for Boosie, speculations emerged that things might have went left between the two. One of the biggest hits that has caused a lot of beef and speculation for Boosie and even his family is that of his best friend, Lil Ivy. On the night of April 2nd, 2005, Ivy was on his birthday shenanigans at Club Shenanigans in Baton Rouge. It's alleged that there was an altercation between Lil Ivy and others at the club, which led to a fight breaking out in the melee. He would leave the spot after midnight with his homies Kevin Henderson, aka Ace, and Joshua Thomas, aka Josh. That was the last time where he was seen alive. Early that Sunday morning on April 3rd, reports by Detective Robert Schilling stated that a uniformed patrol officer was northbound on Sherwood Forest when he noticed the car crashed into a pillar at that point and turned around to investigate the accident. When he got closer to the scene, he realized it wasn't an accident but a crime scene. Looking into the vehicle, he saw three individuals, 25-year-old Ivy Smith, 26-year-old Kevin Henderson, and 23-year-old Joshua Thomas, all with gunshot wounds. Investigators determined that the crime...
Damn, so if they got everybody, Boosie don't fuck around, bro. You see, Boosie was a scary man back in the day. Money make you powerful. Yeah, you don't, like, even if you wasn't from the streets, bro, if you had a lot of money, bro, you got power to get anybody you want knocked off.
Crime scene appeared to be due to a drive-by. Furthermore, they were connecting the shooting to an altercation at Club Shenanigans. All three passed away. The hit would haunt Boosie for over a decade when Ivy's fam would come at him accusing him of getting Ivy popped. Ivy's son, Lil Ivy Jr., was one of them who was coming at Boosie hard. No diddy.
And then you say, when Ivy died, you got top rank. That's what you wanted. You hear me? I ain't gonna say what I feel like on here, but that's what you wanted. Because I really feel some other kind of way, but I ain't gonna speak on that. But yeah, you wanted my spot. That's why you did all that, bro. You doing all that.
As if this wasn't enough speculation and theory into Lil Ivy's passing, his daughter also posted videos and posts addressing their grievances with Boosie as well.
But yeah, I'm just tired of disrespect. Somebody don't like, you need to respect on my name. Like, you talk about that's your boss man, the man who did this for you and did all that for you. But you don't even check on his people. Come correct and walk quietly when it's about my daddy, cause here go his crazy ass little girl. Here go his crazy ass.
I ain't gonna catch you. She saying that shit like motherfuckers give a fuck. Like females be thinking like, oh yeah, woo. I guarantee don't no nigga give a fuck when the female trying to bug up. They be like, man, I'm just not trying to do nothing to you because you're a female. Ain't nobody, I can guarantee ain't nobody worried about his crazy little daughter, as she said.
That's little girl that's gonna go retarded behind him every time. Every time. That's on everything I love. Behind mine, it's up there.
She just talking on the internet though. She ain't really do nothing for real.
It's fucking up there.
Things were going down a slippery slope, but by the twist of some of the events, Boosie and Ivy Jr. popped out on a track together, hinting that things were patched up. At the end of the trail, Boosie's life been one hell of a ride with bodies on bodies attached to his name, but he beat the odds and survived capital punishment and still thriving. To this day, he still shouts out his man Ivy and Bleak in them. As far as the law knows, those bodies aren't confirmed because he's a free man, but in the streets, those bodies tell a story of a Baton Rouge legend and a certified stepper. And of course,
yeah, so what y'all think? Y'all think Boosie was really out here doing all that shit, bro? Or you think motherfuckers lying on him? But I mean, Boosie did say he was a menace. So shit, if he say he was a menace and everybody think he was a menace, then he most likely was a fucking menace, you feel me? But nah, I'm finna hop off this live. I gotta go do some shit. And I'm finna post this shit. Y'all be smooth though.